Hello, in this video I'll show you how to replace the front shock absorber, spring and strut support mount on Volkswagen Golf 4. These are the front struts, that's the shock, the spring and the strut support mount. Here on the bottom they're held by one bolt, which is right there. We need to remove everything that's holding onto the shock absorber, like those cables. We need to take them out. We also need to disconnect this electrical connector. Next we're going to remove this bolt for the CV axle. We also need to remove the 3 bolts holding the ball joint to the control arm. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next we're going to take out the CV axle from the wheel hub. Next we're going to remove the bolt holding the shock absorber to the wheel hub assembly. Before sliding the wheel hub assembly out of the shock absorber, first we're going to put a jack underneath the car so that it holds the whole wheel hub assembly, and then we're going to get a strut spreader tool like this one. We're going to open that space where the shock is sitting, and then we can slide out the shock absorber. Now that the strut spreader tool is on, there should be enough space on the wheel hub assembly to slide out the shock absorber. Here is a closer view of how I put on the strut spreader. Now I'm going to bring the jack a little bit down, and then I'm going to press it with my hands so that we can take out the shock absorber. You can see the wheel hub assembly came out of the shock absorber. We need to lower the jack a little bit more, maybe, so that it can come out all the way. Now I'm going to put a rope on the wheel hub assembly, actually on the brake caliper, to hold it, to hold the whole wheel from turning while we try to remove the shock absorber. Next we're gonna go on top of the car and remove the bolt holding the shock absorber on top. The nut, it's actually a nut, it's located right there. First I'm going to put those pliers on, locking pliers to hold the strut from turning while I try to loosen the bolt. Now when I remove the nut, the whole shock absorber will go down, and then we can take it out. And that's the whole strut out. Now that the strut is off the car, now we can replace the shock, the spring, or just the strut support mount. In my case, I'm only going to replace the strut support mount, but the procedure is similar for everything else. I'm going to use this spring compression tool so that I can compress the spring, and then I can replace whatever I need. Now that the spring is compressed enough, I'm going to use again locking pliers just to hold onto the strut so that I can remove the top nut that's holding the whole shock absorber. That's the nut out. Now I'm going to take out the strut support mount and also the bearing. Now I'm not going to replace anything else, I'm only going to replace them, but if you need to replace the shock, just take out the shock as well. There's nothing holding it. This is the part number for the new strut support mount. Now I'm going to put on the new bearing, the new strut support mount, and then I'm going to put on the nut and tighten it. And that's the strut support mount replaced. Now I'm going to loosen the spring compression tool and take out the strut and put it on the car. Putting the strut back on the car is in the exact reverse order. First I'm going to put it in its place, and I'm going to catch the top nut that's holding the shock absorber on top. Next I'm going to put the whole wheel hub assembly into the shock absorber. Make sure you have that strut spreader tool in place, and just lift up the jack a little bit and just guide it in all the way. Here you can see the strut is all the way in, so next I'm going to remove this strut spare tool and I'm going to put on the bolt and tighten it. Afterwards I'm going to put the CV axle back in its place and put the control arm onto the ball joint and tighten all the bolts. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.